Following a 7.1 magnitude earthquake in Bohol province of the Philippines on October 15th, Manila and Cebu City volunteers immediately conducted disaster surveys in the affected areas. Apart from handing out blankets and consolation cash, 3 team members were also on site to provide medical assistance to the residents.
The big writing on the board voices out the needs of Bohol's residents. Although the aftershocks are not so frequent, residents are still too afraid to return home.
When the earthquake hit, everything in my house was broken by the quake. There have been many aftershocks. I am too scared to take my kids home. So we've been staying inside this tent. We lack food and water, and each time it rains, we get wet.
What remained after the tremor were collapsed buildings and a desolate scene. Of the towns affected, these 5 were the worst hit. Hence, Manila and Cebu City volunteers quickly mobilized to conduct disaster surveys and distribute consolation cash. A free clinic was also held for the residents of Antequera.
I'm so thankful that you came here to provide medical assistance. As many residents suffered injury during the quake, the hospitals are overcrowded with patients needing medical attention. Your presence will help us a lot.
As roads leading to the other towns were destroyed in the quake, residents weren't able to seek outside help. This 11-year-old boy who was injured during the quake only managed to receive stitches for his wound when the team of doctors arrived.
The roads are all damaged from here into town. He was wounded by a falling brick and we weren't able to get treatment. Fortunately, you are holding a free clinic today, allowing him to get stitches for his injury.
Residents will eventually recover from their physical injuries, but for Agnes, the pain of losing her loved ones may be harder to leave behind.
I never imagined that I would lose my parents in this quake. I am filled with grief and I wanted to join them. But I still have my siblings to take care of, so I will live on with courage.
Since the earthquake, I haven't been able to sleep at night. My house was built with my hard-earned money, which I saved over the years. It was gone in an instant. I can't believe it.
In 4 towns over 2 days, City volunteers distributed consolation cash to 646 residents and provided medical services to 135 people. After this round of disaster surveys and distributions, volunteers will survey the schools in the area in order to prepare for the next step.